Hey, how's it going? My name is David Mason. I'm a music producer and a singer. In this video, I'm going to give you an inside look on how I go about doing my remixes of artists' tracks. Tonight we're going to be taking a look at Prime's Adore that I just released a remix for. Cool. This program's called Ableton Live. This is what I use to produce, arrange, and write those. Yeah. So when I first get the pieces of the remix, it comes not as just like one file, but all of these. Basically, I'll pick and choose pieces of it that I'm really into and start to kind of stretch them apart. Usually I'll start with the vocal. So as you see here, I got like the lead vocal going for one of the verses, like this one. I found the one that I adore. I found the one that I adore. This is the first file where I felt like I really had the pieces of the puzzle kind of together. I knew the vibe that I wanted to go with the remix, and kind of the bare bones structure of it was all together. So this is what it sounded like the first time out. Just like that. So you can hear all the sounds are kind of hokey, sounds like kind of N64 8-bit kind of deal. But that's just kind of the way that I go about writing. I don't know, I try and get the ideas down as quick as I can, and then I make them sound better later on. Let's jump to a different version. Here we're looking at the hook again. Let's take a listen. What the piano used to be has now turned into this like synth melody. Everything's got a lot more space to it. The sounds are cleaner. The whole thing just seems like a bigger section than the original deal. It's more epic, you know, it feels more like a chorus, more like a drop. Pretty soon after this version, I exported the tracks again to import into a different program called Pro Tools, which is what I use for mixing and mastering. Yeah, so I bring everything into Pro Tools for the mix and the master. What I usually do to start a mix is I'll bring all the tracks in to Pro Tools. I'll set them up and color code them and have them going to their own independent buses, which are down here. You see I got like bass, drums, percussion, bass, instrument, vocals. I have a lot of this saved as a template, so it like saves time, you feel. And once I get everything set up, then I'll go about doing leveling and basically going section by section and listening to everything part by part to make sure that it's sounding clean, that the parts that are important are in the front and forward, the parts that are less important in just a supporting role or like in the back of the arrangement. Mute everything except for like the drums. Let me just loop this for a sec. Yeah, that's dope. And then we'll gradually add in more and more parts, making sure that as we do, nothing is getting X'd out, everything's playing nicely together, the important parts are still speaking. Do that section by section by section, and then kind of go through afterwards and make sure that as you go through the sections that everything flows really nicely. Okay, here we are. We got the last file. This is the last Pro Tools file. This is the same one that we ended up going with for the final release of the track. You tweak and tweak and tweak and keep going with the other mix files until it's really in a spot where it's all settled. It's like level, nothing sticks out too much, but you can still hear everything independent. Now just listen. Cool. So that's all I got for y'all. I hope you enjoyed this kind of like inside look at what it takes to take a track from initial conception to final release level. If you liked it, be sure to subscribe to my channels. You can find the links below. And
Also, be sure to check out the release of this as well as the original, which you can find links for both of those down below as well.